how the world is so connected. I love it.
The mother tongue of Netherlands.
Yeah, well, it is Dutch. But that being said, the really interesting part is that we are a small country, but we have a lot of different accents. So every part of the Netherlands, we have 12 provinces, but everyone has a different accent. Like in the south, the most southern province has a little bit of an accent that touches German because it's on the German border. Up north, Friesland, that's a northern province, they have their own language. So that's totally different. And even the heavy accents, I grew up kind of in a rural, in the east, a rural environment. The accent can be really heavy that you can't understand. That it's like.
Did you study the primary school in Netherlands?
Partially. So I did kindergarten in the Netherlands, 2 years, and then in Canada I did the primary school, but I was raised bilingual because my parents are Dutch. So at school I would talk English, but at home I would talk Dutch.
Okay.
And I moved back to the Netherlands when I was 10. So I did some primary school still in the Netherlands. Yeah, and at that time, it was kind of old-fashioned. So we had the Cambridge English at school, primary school. I had a different accent because I was from Canada, and there it was like really the English, because well, the teachers didn't know better. And I know now it's developing, and well, kids they hear a lot, and it's not just that English that they teach. Because my husband, he learned English from cartoons that were on TV, but now it's actually also integrated. They get some lessons in English. So it's more upcoming that they really do that also at primary school. Yeah.
So you in the KMBSB, you speak in English or Dutch?
Well, I talk Dutch to my Dutch students, but I also do clinics or give training like in Germany or all through Europe. Then my main language would be English. And the funny thing is I have a German team I coach, so I go there sometimes to give training. And German is really similar to Dutch. So if they talk German to me, and also I grew up near the border of Germany, I can understand them. But talking back, I would go back into English. But actually, when I'm looking for words, I should actually do this in my mind in Dutch, because the words can be really similar or maybe the same. Just the pronunciation would be like with a German accent. They would understand me. So the
English language and the Dutch language, which one is more important in the Dutch?
Ooh, that's a hard question, because I think both are important, but in different ways. I think that Dutch language is really important because of the heritage, because of historically, it's really interesting, and it should be there to examine and to still speak. But English, of course, more international. So it does, we're like our people, the Dutch people are traders. Like they went all over the world with their big ships and, do trading. And I think it is important to communicate globally. But well, English isn't, I think, the most important language in the world. So that's kind of interesting too. It's spoken, but I guess there are a lot more of people that speak Chinese, for example.
Does Dutch language will disappear in the future?
Do you think Dutch language will disappear in the future someday?
I think it will in this form. I think it's evolving. Like I said, different words. Like even now, the pronouns are different and changing because of all the diversity. Also, their influences. Also because we're changing into English. But I would say it's not gonna disappear like fully. I think the worth is different. So I think it will be historically and heritage important. But yeah, for communicating, I think, yeah, it will be different than now. Yeah.
It's a transform.
Yeah, and the form will be different. And I actually don't really love the Dutch language. I think it's like a harsh with the I don't like the sound of it. So like in music, I don't like to listen to Dutch spoken music because I don't think it's a beautiful language. But that's my personal opinion. I think it's important to still have that to learn from. Yeah.
So what will be? What's your plan in the future?
It's really hard. I have a lot of wishes and I have a lot of dreams, but I'm not a planner because I think, well, my path will be there when I'm walking on it. So, but I would love to stay international. I'm a global citizen. That's how I feel. So, and maybe, well, I was born in Canada, maybe go that way. And yeah, I would love to do more with my softball career. And actually, well, if I'm really honest, I would love to end up in Hawaii and spend my days there.
Okay.
So now I've spoken it. Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for spending this time.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're so welcome, and it's so short. So I'll be happy to set up another interview when I come back from the European Championship. Let's just keep in touch, and thank you so much.